Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
I had a proud of it. Hello, everybody.
Were you worried about us, or are you just used to us kind of?
Right. It's Tuesday. They'll be there eventually.
Right. How are you?
I'm great, despite being out a little bit later than normal last night. We had a situation. It was handled.
The story of Stephanie's life.
Yeah, right.
We had a situation.
That's my everyday, kids.
I know it.
Yeah, so I ended up in Falmouth last night. Cliff covered Dino's.
Mm-hmm.
I heard we had 11 teams, and it was a raucous time. He did a practice round to make sure all the electronics worked for Cape Cod Feud.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, apparently it worked really well. One of our friends, Steve, the drummer, decided to be a little bit aggressive. And he said, you know what, it was great because if it was Steve proof, it's good for anybody.
Oh, okay.
Steve's a lot.
Oh, he is.
Cindy, I've been waiting. I ended up covering for Miss Cindy last night over at the Wharf in Falmouth for comedy night. It was an interesting night because the weather was weird.
Yes, it was weird last night.
One of our comedians got in a car accident.
Oh.
He did, in fact, get there.
After being in a car accident.
The
show must go on.
Absolutely. So I had to entertain them with my beats, and I started playing old songs to house beats because I didn't know what else to do. I'm like, and thank you to our sponsors. Comedy will be on in minutes. Any minute now.
Right.
Like the guy was like laughing at me in the audience because I kept like looking back for a thumbs up, and I put it down, and he just started bursting out laughing.
Jeez. That's like years and years ago. I went to Worcester State to see George Carlin. And, I forget the name of the opening act. It was a band that played around Boston a lot. And they kept coming back on, and they kept coming back on. And finally they had to say, we're very sorry we can't find Mr. Carlin.
Right? It's one of those things, like, they're buying time.
They didn't know where he was.
We lost the act.
Stuck in a room somewhere, and he couldn't find the door, probably. But that was back in the day when George Carlin was a little out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody has their days, right?
Right.
Nate, I really wanted to have some dialogue with you yesterday, but I just didn't get a chance to. Had to blow off our comedian who got a little spicy last night on the microphone.
Oh, really?
Well, he went to Politic Town.
Oh, you can't. Well,
and it's okay. I like the way he does
should be
politics.
Able to go to Politic Town.
You should be able to go to a comedian and just be able to laugh.
Right.
And, given the state of the fact that he said there's been a lot of history that we've had happen over the last month or so.
Yes, we have.
And, I don't think we fully processed it.
Yep.
So we just kind of going over all of everything that's been going on in the world a little bit. And you could just see people fidgeting and getting ready to be mad. And then, a couple of people got up and got out because they just didn't want to deal with it, which I understand. I mean, that's your prerogative to get up and leave. It was towards the end of the show anyway. We ended up being there way extra longer than we thought it would be. There was a heckler in the audience.
Oh, gee.
I have not seen someone that rip-roaring drunk at 8 p.m. in a long time.
8 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Not 10 or 11.
No, 8 p.m.
I bet he had a head start before he went to the show.
Oh, he was housed.
Oh.
And it was like the second comedian that got up there, and he wasn't even actually in the room.
Yeah.
The way the room was laid out, it's like a straight thing. And then there's like a walkway to get up to the room, like a stairwell. Good morning, Victoria. Tammy, Walter. Thanks for joining us. And so he's on the other side of the wall. So the comedian can't hear this person that's like, say something funny. And something about a vacuum. And he's like, what?
What? Vacuum? What?
Right. It's like, and then the comedian, just took it upon himself. And that's actually what made his crowd work, made everybody start laughing because the people are like turning around,
Who is this guy?
What's happening? Where is it? So he's like, it's kind of like that ghost. You hear it and you don't know where it is. And he had fun with it. And I felt really bad for the guy, but it turned his act around.
Good. And when you go to see a comedian, you should expect that there's going to be a couple of jokes about politics and really get over yourself.
Yeah.
To just, trying to make a little humor there. It's not funny to you. It might be funny to somebody else.
Oh,
just calm down.
It was the full on stand up, pull your shirt down, leaving. I'm leaving. You coming with me? We're leaving.
Thank you.
I was like, wow, that did not warrant it.
Must be nice to be that important that you think people give a damn about your opinion.
I just can't even. This is our new normal, everybody. Buckle up, buttercups, because we got a lot going on for today.
It's going to be an interesting couple of months.
Well, I figured we'll start right here on Cape Cod, and just talk about the fact that another thing to cross off on your bingo sheet for Cape Cod summers, we have a hammerhead shark swimming around.
Mariana, if you're listening, hammerhead shark.
Oh, the climate change.
Right. Here we go.
Regardless, it's a weird sighting. It's not something we normally see here. They were blaming whatever got stirred up in the oceans as far as hurricanes and such. Right. Which is why they say that.
I mean, that happens. That's why the flamingos are here. Yeah, because they just got kind of blown off course, and they end up here. And believe me, they're as perplexed as we are.
Like, this is not great.
No, this isn't Florida.
They're not going to be here long. Don't worry.
These people talk funny. This isn't Florida.
I posted some lady, I don't know where she's from, but it's definitely the Boston area, talking about the Olympics. And we'll get to our Olympics chatter in just a little bit, but she made me laugh with her bad Boston accent.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the Olympics and sports and not knowing anything about it.
But I wonder if the flamingos are learning things, like if they're at a beach, watching a seagull and saying, hey, that looks like fun. I'm going to try to steal a tuna sandwich.
Those friggin' gulls.
Right. You gotta love them.
All over me the other day. It was ridiculous.
Oh, really?
So we had our hammerhead, cross that off. Tall ships are coming into Provincetown this weekend. So if you're looking for something fun to do, our events on Cape group has grown to 6,000 people now. It's doing really well, and we're finding some really new places and cool things that are happening on the Cape.
I'm totally surprised when I look at the page of all the stuff that's going on.
That we had no idea?
No idea. None whatsoever. It's like, really? Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. It's just, it's incredible. Really, you guys should get on it.
Yeah, town by town, you can take a nice little Cape Cod vacation. Yesterday, I posted, we're adding some new Cape Cod questions to Cape Cod Feud, which we are doing on Friday over at Ryan Family Amusements.
If you want to, this
coming Friday from 5 until 7. We'll be over at Ryan Family Amusements in the Cape Cod Mall. We've got 8 teams signed up. If you want to come and watch how it's played out, we are going to continually do this. We're going to film it. It's going to be fun. There are going to be growing prizes. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you did not get in. We're going to keep playing this game and see how well it does. And we got a Don Julio promo going on. So if you just want to come and sample some Don Julio while you're watching the audience.
Very good.
Feel free to be the heckler in the audience if you want to. That's not the answer.
She has some good rejoinders, so you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Trust me.
That's not the answer.
Rejoinder. That's the word, right?
Yeah.
Rejoinder. Okay. I haven't said that in a long time.
Well, we had some funny responses yesterday to the question of why do people visit Cape Cod?
I put the weather. I mean, I was really boring. But that's me.
No fun, Hank.
No fun, Hank. No.
If you follow us on lemonadio.com is our Facebook page, and you can see and answer yourself whether it's beaches, whether it's overpriced seafood, whether it's the views, the weather, the tall ships, or hammerhead sharks now.
Right. Always something going on. Do you know we have an audience here this morning?
Oh, yes, we do. We have our in-studio audience. Not impressed by us whatsoever.
Nope. She has her back to us and she's sound asleep.
Good night, people.
Yes. That's the cat. There's not a human doing it to us. No. It's a cat. But even so.
My kids won't be up before noon.
The disdain you can get from a cat.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like it.
It's palpable.
Yes. Ooh. Rejoinder, like palpable.
Guys, you're learning today.
Are you guys writing this stuff down? We're using big words today.
We're going to be left over. Well, you are over 21, so you're allowed to say those.
21. My boyish good looks. I went to get a refreshment at the Knockabout.
Our farmer's market.
At the farmer's market, and I was carded, and I thought, wow. I haven't looked under 21 in forever. So I'm wearing this
He's
now.
gonna wear it till it falls off.
As like a bed. I've showered. I've done all kinds of things, and it's staying on just in case anyone is confused.
Look at me. I was young enough to get a bracelet.
Right. And they look at me and they go, how old is that guy? Is he even 21?
He's over at the Villages showing it off. Look what they carded me. Look at they carded me.
They carded me.
I love it. It's awesome. Good
I'm
morning.
not as old as you think I am.
Good morning, Carrie. How you doing? Shout out to our friends over at Dunkin'. How's your experience this morning, Hank?
Hey, I use the app now.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same order every day. It's a egg and cheese wrap in my coffee. So I feel a little guilty because when you use the app, you don't tip.
Oh.
And I just, getting in the line every day was like, well, this is silly. I just put it in the app and I walk in and it's there. And I keep telling myself, I got to walk over one day and throw a bunch of money in.
Like throw a $5 somewhere every once in a while and make up for it.
Yep, in the tip jar. I'll go talk to the manager and say, here's a big bill.
Oh,
because I just
very thoughtful.
Well, I try.
A lot of people just don't tip, period. Good morning, Mark. Thank you with your new fake name. I don't know if it's actually you or if it's the person who stole your identity and stole your Facebook. So, yeah. Hacked again. I think he's been hacked like 3 or 4 times.
And what is it about Mark that makes him hackable?
You look at questionable material, sir. I know it for a fact.
Oh, not that she's hacked you or not that she's following you, but she knows what you look at.
Just saying.
She knows when you are sleeping.
I absolutely do. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for joining us. Chris from Mashpee TV was over at our farmers market.
Yes, he was.
And I'm going to go talk to him today, which I'm really excited about. Mashpee TV covers a lot of local events. They do a really good job.
Yes, they do.
Just getting the pulse of what's going on in Mashpee, like hyper local, really cool stuff. And if you ever have need of them and want to talk about something that's going on in the community, whether it's a nonprofit or whether it's something amazing, definitely go check out Mashpee TV. Good stuff right there. Good morning, Jackie. Hello, Lucinda. Thanks for joining us. RPV, great event that you put on last night over at the Falmouth Wharf. Lots of laughs in that situation. You just missed us talking about it. And Victoria says, I can't wait for my kids not to be up until noon. Lady, it is so annoying. Can I just tell you, as a mom of teenagers, how irritating it is to already have done a full day of life by the time my children are like, oh, so what's going on today? I'm like, it's 2 p.m. The day is done.
Right.
And then they're like night crawling like raccoons in my kitchen at 3 a.m.
Right.
I heard laughing, giggling. I woke up to barbecue sauce all over my kitchen.
Barbecue sauce from Sunday?
No, I would have been so mad because that's expensive barbecue sauce.
Yes, it is.
Don't be touching the expensive barbecue sauce. It was a different sauce. It was on the floor. It was in the fridge. It was dripped down the fridge. It was on the floor below it. It was spattered on the cabinet beside it.
What were they doing with it?
And I had to wait until 2, 3 p.m. to be like, so.
Were they having a barbecue sauce fight instead of a pillow fight?
Oh, no, that was CJ. Like it's always somebody else. He blames the kids that were staying here after they've left.
Oh, CJ's his buddy?
Yes.
Who helps out at the farmer's market and puts on the goofy costumes and all of that.
Another one of our fabulous teen volunteers. Well, actually, I pay him. Our teen volunteers get paid. I owe Mariana money. But CJ, it's like, I love these boys so much. They're high school kids over at Mashpee High School. And I'm like, hey, can you lift that? Hey, can you help this one? So some of our vendors are elderly. Some of them have hurt themselves. Some of them just have too much to handle. They're one person. And I call them the Goon Squad lovingly. We send the Goon Squad out to do the heavy lifting. I lift things up and put them down for some of our vendors. And it's quite a service that we offer at the Mashpee Farmers Market.
And there were a lot of vendors this weekend.
There really were. It was
in addition to the wing guy.
Right. Aren't they just such a breath of fresh air?
The part of the team, the guy who was part of the team who went out to try to drum up business.
Yeah.
What a hoot.
What a great sales guy.
Oh my God.
If every business had a sales guy that excited about a product.
He started calling me Kenny Rogers. Because he came over to me and he went, hey, Kenny Rogers. I said, I've already got the wings. I got them right here. All right, Kenny. See, and then like an hour later, he's walking around and he goes, "Hey, Kenny."
Mari, can I call him Kenny Rogers from now on?
Through the years.
What's up, Thomas? Thanks for joining us this morning. Cindy said, I felt blessed after talking to him. He honestly was like the best hype human I have ever encountered in a really long time.
And the wings were good. And the sauce was good. It was between hot and spicy. I couldn't figure out if it was maybe a little too hot or a little too spicy.
It's a spice that builds.
It was, yes.
So that's why.
Okay, there you go. Because you'd eat the wing and you go, oh, this is,
yep. Heat's a rising up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you do not like spice, this is not. But if you like spice, so good.
And that's why Knockabout had such a good day.
Oh yeah, people thirsty. Oh, thirsty.
Right. And our reusable cups had a good day.
They really did. Thank you so much for supporting our market. We really do work hard to bring all kinds of parts of our community together and just be enjoying the space, the sunshine. So nice to see kids running around on the grass, playing until they're exhausted. We had a missing Furby.
Oh no, I missed that.
I said, well, it was 2 times in which parents were like, where is my kid? I said, have you checked the kids' play area? Oh, there they are.
Oh, jeez.
I can't find my toy. Have you checked the kids' play area?
Mm-hmm.
They're all there. Everybody flocks to Lauren from all places.
Right. And Mariana was learning how to face paint. She was actually face painting with Lauren.
Very cool.
On Sunday. We came home. We immediately went on Amazon. We got paint. We got practice boards where they were just like faces.
I love that she's inspiring her.
And she's gonna be practicing. So next week, Mariana will be over helping Lauren face paint, and Mariana will also have the pop table, the power produce table. So your child can get their face painted and then go see Mariana, and they'll get a coin once you sign them up, a coin where they can get a free fruit and or vegetable from our participating vendors. We have to make that clear.
Yeah.
Apparently not all our vendors were in on this.
Well, we had a new farm, which I was so thankful to have Allen Farm come and join us. You never know, getting over our bridge is really difficult. Mashpee qualifies as a food desert. So we do not have an actual working farm. We've got Sprout. Shout out to our friends over at Sprout Farm. They do their very best with the land that they have.
Yes.
However, we do not have anything more than that. So we do ask our neighbors to come and bring us some fresh food.
Mm-hmm.
And we are accepting some WIC vouchers, whether it is our senior vouchers or the other. And Allen Farm came through clutch because we lost our farm that accepts those coupons.
Right.
So I put out an APB on Friday. I'm like, I need food. Mm-hmm. Everyone bring food. And it was answered. So I'm so thankful to our friends over at De Silva Farms, Allen Farms. Harvest Moon will be joining us again this week. Cape and Islands Produce. We really have a good selection.
Right.
And
we'll go around and be sure that everybody's in on the deal.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, we'll work it out. T, good morning. How are things over at the Melody Tent?
And one more thing. The WIC people, the SNAP people, whatever it is, they've only been there once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not coming back.
Right. It's once they distribute the coupons.
Right. Right. Because there was a woman who came sort of later in the day, and she was looking for them, and she was very confused, and Cliff did a wonderful job talking her off the ledge after she got through yelling at me.
Oh, I know. Poor Hank. Listen, Kenny Rogers can only take so much. Mari said I'm allowed to call you that.
Okay.
Also, since Kenny Rogers is over 21, show off your band. You can handle the heat when you get yelled at by people.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't mind at all, but it was like, okay, what do you want me to do about this? I understand you got here late. The people aren't here. I don't know how to solve this, but Cliff came through. He did a fabulous job.
Yeah, he excels in situations of high stress.
Really good.
That's how he deals with me.
He calms right down.
Right.
He has this very calm voice.
He's an emotional support animal.
Almost like this angelic look.
It's not. It's not. It's just his defense mechanism.
Right. He calmed it right down. And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. By the end of it, she's like, what's your name? And what's your name? And hi, and thank you. So much different than when she was yelling at you, Hank.
Yes, much different. I thought, damn, why am I wearing the Lemonadio t-shirt this week?
Mike was like, help, somebody help
Help
me.
me.
A lady's yelling at me.
Right. I don't know what to do.
Good morning, Dawn on the West Coast.
I only work here.
T says, when I asked her, how's the Melody 10 going? She goes, and July has been approximately 7 months long.
But July is almost over. Is over.
Today is the last day of July.
No, tomorrow is.
Today. Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Sorry,
is.
I lied.
Tomorrow is. This is the 30th. Tomorrow is the 31st.
The 31st. I got so excited to freaking end July.
Right.
That extra week, though, I shout out to the people that get paid like that weird schedule where they get an extra paycheck this month.
Right.
Not for anybody else. That
No.
extra paycheck that comes and you don't have any of your benefits taken out of and you get so excited. I lovingly look at those months again and I'm like, oh, wait, that's not us.
Right.
We're business owners. We don't get paid.
No, we don't get an extra
What's
paycheck.
a paycheck?
Right. But that's like, oh, I get extra money. I can do stuff.
Good for you. Good. I'm happy for you. Today, Stephanie, really shut up, RTB. Listen, you have a situation.
Wait a minute. Kudos to RTB from driving all the way up from P-Town to be with us on Sunday.
So excited to share his tomatoes that he purchased.
Yes.
To share in a burger that he made. And he was like, they were so good.
Yes.
Those heirloom tomatoes this time of year there's nothing better. This is pretty much the only time of year that I enjoy eating tomatoes.
Mari made the eggplant last night. I bought an eggplant on Sunday.
The aubergine.
And she made the eggplant. Oh,
I
unbelievable.
wanted to post it online with the eggplant emojis, and then I thought better of that.
No.
That has been co-opted. That has been ruined.
Someone would be offended. They'd stand up, pull their pants up, and walk out
and leave. And leave. And yell at Hank.
Dare you?
Kenny Rogers, listen. I got a bone to pick with you. Oh, Tamara, see? 7 months long. Exactly. Hey, Miss Denise Libby. These are
everybody.
Our friends over at Repurposed Cape Cod that are just amazing. If you're looking for like fun, quirky gifts or fun yard games, they've got Yardsy, which we use as one of our tiebreaker games for Lemonadio. They've got cool things that they're doing with record clocks and all kinds of cool stuff. Swifties, they've got something for you. So if you're looking for a gift, visit our friends over at Repurposed Cape Cod.
Those record clocks are really cool. I wish I had a place to put one.
Yeah.
But I don't since we downsized. It wouldn't fit with the decor.
Emily's asking what the plans are today. It looks like a nice day outside.
Yeah, it does. I'm playing golf.
Oh.
I'm playing golf with Ace Scazzari.
Okay.
Now Tim Scazzari is a good friend of ours. He's one of our colleagues at Today Real Estate, and doesn't like to play golf. He's no good at it. Blah 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 blah. But we got him playing again.
All right.
And he went out and he bought a new set of Callaway clubs. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And we were playing on Friday, and I think it's the 13th hole at Holly Ridge. And we're walking up the fairway, and we're all looking, and Tim's going, damn, where did my ball go? That was such a great hit. And we're looking to the left, we're looking to the right. And I said to him, Tim, did you look in the hole? And he went, yeah, nah. And I'm walking up, and I'm peeking in. I'm going, hey, Tim. And he goes, ugh. I said, no, seriously, Tim, it's in the hole.
That's amazing.
He got his first hole in one.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So, hey, those new clubs, buddy.
Right.
They worked out for you.
Yes, they did.
I was going to ask, usually when you get the new clubs, you think everything is going to change for you.
Right.
No, and it usually doesn't, but hey, you got a hole in one. So those clubs are working.
Oh, it did for
you.
Tim. Tim's knocked about 5 strokes off the score with his new club.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, because they're lighter than the older clubs. I have kind of older clubs, but I'm not ready to invest that kind of money.
Yeah.
In new clubs. I'm going to get there. I'm going to buy a new golf bag first. Well, because my golf bag I got at a tournament that I ran for the Boys and Girls Club umpteen years ago when I worked there. And I thought it was cool at the time. It's a Budweiser bag. It's got the B for Budweiser, but it's getting kind of worn, I should say. And it's really looking kind of stupid with the B on it.
Well, you just set me up. You literally teed me up to talk about the Boys and Girls annual golf tournament that is coming up. So
that's why I'm here.
Foursomes go on sale this week. Let me just tell you, when you get that email, purchase your foursome or else you're out. This goes so quickly. Everybody wants to play over at New Seabury. It's a gorgeous club. And it's just a really nice day. And last year it ended up, we were nervous because it was real rainy in the morning, but it turned out to be an absolutely perfect golf day. Can't guarantee you any holes in ones.
No.
But maybe a Budweiser bag or two.
No, and a lot of people who play in those charity tournaments appreciate their support, but a lot of us really aren't that great as a golfer.
It's a day out.
The course is a little too big for us.
Yeah. It's a day out in support of your favorite nonprofit. And we are working so hard to build our teen center here on Cape Cod. And we're just getting ever so close with our financial donations to be able to do that.
Yes.
But honestly, it just needs to happen. Our kids need a place to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Make sure there's pay over there too. Thank you.
that was St. Cliff walking by.
Right? I know. That was not, I forgot he was in the other room and we were speaking his praises. I get credit for that.
He didn't come out and bow, so maybe he didn't hear us.
Yeah, right. No, he's just too busy.
Which means he wasn't listening to us.
Yeah, he gets in that mode where he's just, I'm so busy. I didn't hear you. What?
I came upstairs last week after we were done. Remember, I stood on the stairs and we were talking and we mentioned his name a couple of times. Came upstairs. He was sitting at the table and I went, "Hey, Cliff," and he went, "Oh, hi."
He's so mentally absorbed,
oblivious that we were talking about him or that I was even here.
Yep, that is him all the time. It's consumed. Beverly, good morning. Thank you for joining us on the show. Nate, the only hole-in-one I'll be getting is a donut. I'm a professional slicer.
Bada boom, bada bing. I'm calling you today, Nate. We're getting together.
Roberta, thanks for hanging
today
out
and tomorrow.
with us.
I got a busy day today, but
yes,
I have a big doctor's appointment today.
Oh, right.
I have my 2-year follow-up.
That's amazing.
And I've already seen my number and I'm still cancer-free.
Yay. I'm so happy for you.
I am too.
Yeah, right.
Funny how that works.
Well, you got a full head of hair and you got an over 21 bracelet on. I mean, life couldn't be better than that.
Who could ask for anything more?
So let's talk about the Olympics just a little bit because they are happening. Some issues going on. First, they have had to cancel practice for the triathlon for the third time because the river's too dirty.
You
How are they going to clean that up?
You would have thought they would have planned for that.
They knew it was. They did. They knew.
And they didn't do anything.
And I don't think that they're it's not just going to magic itself clean.
No, those things don't happen. No. So this wasn't a sudden, just to clarify, this wasn't like a sudden, there was a spill or a plant overflowed or something. And oh my God, how'd this get into the river? It's just polluted
and gross. And they can't even practice in it. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to do the event in it. Congrats to our men's gymnastics team winning a bronze, the first time they've medaled since 2008.
Yes.
And
the women keep showing them up.
I know. Well, always. I mean, they've got Simone Biles, who, by the way, is going to be on the floor for 4 different events today with an injured calf.
Yes.
She's a machine.
Right.
But I wanted to talk about
she's old.
Yeah.
She's all of 28. She's old to be competing. I'm really
elderly.
Old? Elderly. Yeah.
Well, I mean, bouncing around like that does a number to your body.
Yes, it does. Who's she married to?
I don't think she's married.
No, she is.
Is she?
Oh, somebody help me. Basketball player, football player, somebody. She's married to somebody who's.
Hold on, I'll Google that. I've got my friend Google here.
We should know.
Simone Biles' husband. First thing that comes up, height.
Short.
Right. Well, he's 5'11".
All right.
Caleb Williams. Is that him? Jonathan Owens?
I don't know.
Houston Texans safety, Jonathan Owens.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Yes. Thank you, Mari. Football player. Walter says she's married to a Green Bay Packer. No.
No, she's married to a Houston Texan. Maybe he was a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah, right. Well, either way, he's 5'11". Surprisingly short for a football player. So they say. Still all right in the height department as far as I'm concerned. But I see him next to those giant monsters all padded up. Sure, I get it.
Right.
Nate says he's in Chicago now.
Oh, Chicago. Oh, sorry.
See, well, there you go.
That's why we have Nate.
Sports questions, get sports answers. By the way, Nate, I want to hook you up over at Mashpee TV. They're looking for a little bit of sports commentary. Emily said, I saw a video of people talking about how people don't want it to happen. So they are going to the bathroom in the water. No. No.
Well, they already had one crazy protest right before the Olympics started.
Right.
They're a little expressive over in Paris.
It's a little aggressive, kind of like
true.
Dutch swimmers, a little outfit that we got to see.
I couldn't look at it.
I could.
I had to go like this, folks.
I looked enough for both of us, Hank, and let me just tell you, it's quite the outfit. It seems very see-through.
I've got to turn this way.
Arno Kaminga's super revealing trunks are sending Olympic viewers into a tizzy.
Tell me when I can turn around.
Ian says, he's a fine specimen of a man. Ian says, genuine thoughts based on Dutch swim trunks. Netherlands must be a fan of Aboriginal dot paintings. 2, I also thought it was weird he was the only one wearing Speedos. 3, how very patriotic that he would develop orange chicken pox. Either way, they're shorts, Hank. They're just see-through.
I can't. I just can't. I can't. Tell me when I can turn around.
He's got great abs. The abs look great. So it's off. You're safe. You can move.
Can I get turn around now? Okay.
I'm not tricking you.
Very good. Okay.
Also, I want to talk about one of the oldest competitors to win a match at the Olympics. You want to talk about Tom Brady and some football? Talk about this woman is retired from the Olympics.
Yes.
4 times.
4 times.
4 times. She retired in 83, 88, 2000, and 2004. Her name is Nishu Lian. This is her 6th Olympics.
Wow.
And she is the oldest tabletop tennis player.
Wow.
To win a match. She does not look 61.
Oh, really?
She looks like she's 25.
Uh-huh.
But she is loving life.
Does she need one of these?
She definitely needs an over 21 bracelet to walk around with and show it off. Mari says, send the photo to me. Send the photo to me. Mari, I think I can share our screen.
Oh, tell me when I can turn it. If you're going to do it again, you know what? Why don't you just share the screen for all the folks at home, and then it's over and done with.
Well, for a second, just to show everybody.
Remember, children are home. It's summertime.
Right. There he is, Arno. I'm telling you, the abs. All right, I'll stop sharing my screen. You got a little piece. You got a little taste.
All right.
Now you can just look them up if you want to.
There we go.
But that's about it. That's all I have for our Olympics update. Since we're in the sports arena and we've talked about football and we've talked about our Olympics, can we talk about the home run situation?
Oh God! If you watched the Red Sox game last night, there was a home run, and I'm not sure who hit it because I wasn't exactly paying attention at that point. But there was a home run up to the monster seats, and there were 2 couples sitting front row monster seat, and ball is going right towards one of the guys. Puts his hands up, he catches it, and then drops it. And this is
not the best part of the story.
No.
Good morning, Gloria.
And there's all kinds of histrionics, and he's, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Except on Nesson, they kept replaying it over and over again. Kind of reminded me of the things Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy would do. Although the guys who are on now aren't as funny as Don and Jerry were. But they keep replaying it to the point where other people up in the monster seats are coming down with their phones going, look. So they're showing it. And he's just beside himself. So they send up Jemai Webster, who was there, on the field in the stands interview guy. So he's interviewing this gentleman. And Jemai says to him, how come you didn't use the glove that your wife has to catch the ball? And the guy says, my wife has a glove? And the wife turns to him and says, I bring it every game. And the comment from everybody was, yep, that's a husband.
Mic drop.
Right.
Honestly.
When he dropped the ball, she put the glove over her face.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't miss it.
Right.
But my wife had a glove. She's like, right here with the glove on her face because yeah.
That's typical.
It was the play of the game.
Absolutely typical.
But everybody agreed. Yeah, that's a husband thing.
Gloria. Yeah, come on, Hank. Exactly. Grow up. Look at some hot abs. Nate says, like the pizza situation, they showed it. If you know the Izzy situation at Fenway, it's funny. Good morning, Miss Trisha. Erica, thanks for joining us on the show this morning. Hank and Stephanie, it is Tuesday. We are eking through July. We're over it. I'm so ready for it to be August.
I guess so, but where? I mean, it seems it seems like July has gone on forever, but then it seems like, oh my God, it's August. How did that happen?
Back to school.
Oh, by the way, anyone watching us in Sandwich who has a child going to the middle high school, Mariana has come home and she has told us all summer long that there's supposed to be a day, maybe this Thursday, where they go to pick up their computers.
Oh.
As far as we know, there's been no notification. Megan's looked, we've looked. I've gone on the website. There's nothing there. I called the school yesterday. I got the voicemail because, of course, nobody's there. And, it's not school time yet.
Right.
So they're understaffed. So if anybody knows about the pick up the computer, because as of August 1, the parents are being emailed math assignments.
Oh.
For the kids to do for the
We're
rest
getting
of,
right at it then,
for the rest of the month. Oh, she's had a book to read all summer long, and we're slowly making progress getting that done. But if anybody knows anything about that, please let us know.
Emily doesn't want it to be 1 because her little one's going to be turning 1 in August, so she doesn't want it to be August. I'm ready. Savannah's got 4 teeth now, maybe 6. She's so cute. She's our little Lemonade-o lady.
Yep, the Lemonade-o baby.
Oh my gosh, so adorable in her little outfit. We love her. Trish says, no, summer needs to last longer.
Yes.
I'm kind of over it. So I'm fine. I enjoy September on the Cape. Our shoulder seasons are fabulous. As kids go back to school, get a little bit of me time, still can do some beaching stuff, still can enjoy stuff. The weather is still pretty good.
Right. And it's not the steady grind of all the tourists.
And they're bleeping traffic. It's real bad right now.
Out on Katuitt Road, I was at our office at Today Real Estate, Mary Center Plus Today Real Estate,
I love that.
On yesterday. And they were trimming trees. Now, not that there's anything wrong with trimming trees, but I swear they've already trimmed the trees.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
and they're
also
back again trimming the trees. So I'm saying to myself, do they know something about like a huge storm or something coming, and that's why they're back out here again? I mean, it was so bizarre.
Yeah, maybe it's an obstruction situation, kind of like what's happening in my front yard. Listen, it's not my problem. You can't see around the corner. No.
He didn't mow the lawn.
I love that my children love to borrow all of our lawn equipment to make money on other people's yards, but will not do mine. My lawn needs desperate attention. And you can't see around the corner leaving my house because we have now vines. It's a jungle out there. Now we have our privacy screen.
That's right.
Can't see out of our yard, can't see in it. It's perfect.
Right. See. If we were selling your home, we'd say private corner lot.
There, I like that. It's a good spin.
Across the street from John's Pond, whatever you call it over there.
There you go, landing. We have our community party coming up this weekend. Did you see the signs?
No.
There's like 4 signs with scribbled cardboard. Party Sunday. Band,
oh, that's what that
2
was.
p.m.
I saw them, but
like,
I was
wow.
like, I thought it was like, I didn't know what it was.
Right? Because it looks like a 4-year-old's having a lemonade stand.
That's what I thought. Exactly. That. Oh, my.
That's our association's way of letting us know the party is coming up this weekend.
Is there a big party? I mean, do people actually show?
So they do this thing with our dues money where they get a couple of dumpsters and everybody can purge some of their stuff.
That's the party.
But the problem is they're full by the 5, like the minute sunlight is happening, it's full. Like it's full the night before. Everybody gets mad every single year. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. But then they have down at the beach, they'll get a band and throw hamburgers and hot dogs for everybody to come on down.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you've got little people, I'm sure it's super fun. We don't normally participate in that. We're those people in the neighborhood that are like, oh, you're down there. We're not going down there.
We're not going down there. No, not with you. And then you call the police. It's noisy. I can't go to sleep. I have to get up to go to work in the morning.
Right. The Sandwich Police have done their updates.
Oh, good.
And that is seemingly the word on the Cape right now.
Really?
The amount of people complaining about noises.
Oh, okay.
And noise violations. We've got a big situation going on in Falmouth right now with live music, and they're trying to do away with it completely outside.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what it is? It's the
no live music outside, period.
You knew where you were moving to, folks.
And we're talking 5 p.m. where people are calling the police for complaints. 6 p.m. Not even at midnight. No one goes out at midnight anymore unless you're a teenager and you go to Wendy's. But officers were dispatched to find people dealing with sound issues, noise issues, a call for fireworks. Officers spoke to the reporting party. Fireworks, we don't know where they came from, have no idea. Noise ordinance, an acoustic guitar. Hours later, they're complaining about this sound system.
An acoustic guitar.
You called the police because you heard an acoustic guitar. And these are not late night calls.
Wow.
These are like 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And this is not just a sandwich thing. This is definitely happening in Falmouth. I know Troy Clark just put out a memo basically saying, like, we've got to save our outdoor music. Like, this is crazy that we can't have this. Like, because it's a slippery slope. Trish said, true. No summer people in September, which is a huge plus.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Years ago, when we lived in Canterbury Estates and Sandwich, friends of ours who lived a little bit down the street having a high school graduation party for their son, and Mark, the dad, and his brothers had a band, and they were pretty good. So they would traditionally play at all the family parties and everything. So they were playing at the graduation party, and the police showed up. So the police pull up front, and all they see are teenagers in the front yard, and they hear the loud band in the background. So they're ready to rock. They're figuring they're going to find a bunch of kids on the other bus, come in, everything else. And they come strutting around the corner, and they turn, and I was watching them turn, and they looked, and there's a bunch of 50-year-old guys. And it was like, all of a sudden the attitude changed. Excuse me?
How you doing? Sorry.
Excuse me, sir. When you're through with the set, we'd really like to talk to you. And it was like, what? It was like 7:30.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. So that is what we're dealing with. Noise violations, everybody.
Oh,
also, there is a situation where an adult grown-up decided to confront children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like there's always a situation with the skate park area.
Yes.
In Sandwich.
Yeah, it used to be, just give it perspective, it used to be behind the CVS, the Stop and Shop in the CVS. And then when they built that whole complex, the new police and everything else, and the tennis courts and the pickleball courts, they built a skate park.
Yep. And so now an aspiring Tony Hawk came into the station to request police presence at the skate park to enforce the rules. The man had been chastised by parents after he spoke to their children about scoot riding in non-designated areas. He was advised that the police do not enforce the protocols and was directed to the rec departments. That did not sit well with the skater boy, as he felt it was in the purview of the police to enforce the rules at the skate park. You are a grown-up. Act like a grown-up. And if kids want to scoot around and play at the skate park because you can't get your Tony Hawk on, grow up. Apparently, this has become another problem around the Cape because somebody's shooting children at the playground with BB guns.
Well, that's beyond the pale.
A 7-year-old was hit with an unknown projectile over the weekend and sent to be looked at while on the playground at 7 p.m. in off Mary Dunn Road at a church playground.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we've all thought about hitting a kid with it. Annoying little Johnny, look at that kid. I'd love to, but you're not going to actually do it. The things you talk about, the things that you think about in your brain and you don't let out loud, you don't actually do it.
You don't say that out loud, Steph.
No.
If somebody gets hit with a BB gun over in this neighborhood in the next couple of days.
It's not me.
She didn't say it.
It wasn't me. I don't have one. Actually, my son has one.
Oh, okay.
Aggravated.
So we can blame Cody.
Right. He's not up before 2 p.m. So
okay. Then it
wasn't him anyway.
Oh, okay. Wasn't him. No. No. And then he was going for snacks down at the gas station.
He's too busy dumping barbecue sauce on my floor and going for snacks at the gas station. Playing video games with his friends and losing my lawn equipment.
Losing money?
No, I said losing my lawn equipment.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say
not using it.
Oh, not using it. Okay.
So yeah, leave the kids alone, please, and stop complaining about loud music. These are Cape Cod problems right here. Hammerhead sharks, loud noises. Fireworks not on the 4th of July, and boat issues. That's about it.
Other than that, it's quiet here on the Cape.
Cape League. I was leaving Falmouth last night and I saw the field in downtown Falmouth all lit up like a Christmas tree. Yep. They are the All-Star Game hosts, so that was pretty exciting for them. I was watching some of their reels, and they use our cordless mics, our little Rode mics. So I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, good.
They had all the baseball players mic'd up.
Yep.
YD apparently is the team to beat this year in the playoffs.
Okay. I am a huge baseball fan. And once again, I have not yet gone to a Cape League game.
It's free. It's fun. You're seeing the baseball stars of tomorrow, today.
We've lived here for almost 30 years. I've been to 2 games.
My favorite field is Katuitt.
Yeah.
I know.
See, Sam, when we lived in Sandwich, they did try a couple of games at the field at the high school, which would be perfect. And there was an attempt to get a Cape League team in Sandwich. There should be a Cape team league in Sandwich.
Yeah, why not?
The oldest town on Cape Cod. Come on. Maybe somebody wants to relocate. I don't know. But and now we live relatively close to where the Hecklers play. And I don't know. It's like I just all of a sudden I'll see something and go, we really need to get to a game. And then 2 weeks later, it's like, we really need to get to a game. That's
one of our Cape Cod feud questions, by the way. 100 Cape Codders were asked, what's the oldest town on Cape Cod? The answers are great.
Mm-hmm. It's Sandwich, boys and girls.
Well, that's true. Mm-hmm. But is it for Cape Cod feud? You will have to find out.
Oh, well, historically it is. Trust me, I know. I helped write the first charter.
That's
for
awesome.
The oldest town on Cape Cod that didn't have one until about 15 years ago.
Yeah, right?
20 years ago, maybe.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were past that at that point. Oh.
That's my damn phone again. I always turn it down.
Listen, Kenny Rogers, if you don't need a medication phone call.
Right.
Jenny, good morning to you. Good morning, Deb. Trish says you have to realize a lot of people don't even drive after sunset on Cape Cod and they're in bed. True.
Right.
But sunset's still like 8
Many
PM.
of them are where I live, so.
You're surrounded by them.
I'm surrounded by them.
But since he's over 21,
but they're out walking at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, right. Gloria says, the Tuesday news. RTB says earplugs, very inexpensive.
Right.
We live in a day of noise-canceling headphones that can arrive on your doorstep in hours.
That's right.
Just order them and stop complaining. I'm over it.
Right. And again, where you're moving to.
We need some euthanization going on over here. And I'm talking about bringing young people, not killing the old. We just need some new people to come and shake it up a little.
Like the folks who moved in up the street from Dino's, which is right around the corner from where we are, where we do.
We've finally done a little sweet talking over the years, and we've finally
but it was
like, come on,
you got a sports bar and restaurant right down there, and they got an open thing, and they're gonna play. Of course they are. At 7:30. I'm sorry.
I know. I love your over 21 statement piece, though. That's good. On our question of the day today is inventive ways to say get lost.
Ooh.
I am thoroughly enjoying some of these answers.
Ooh, what are they?
That are on here. There are some swear words on there, which I'm fine with. We're all grown-ups here. I'm just not going to say them out loud because I'd like to use some of these shows for Mashpee TV, and I can't repeat those ones.
Right.
But inventive ways to say get lost. One noodle plus another noodle equals toodles. Okay, Joni, that's super cute. Joni is a retired kindergarten teacher, so I appreciate that.
All right.
Patty says, be off with you. Jackie, don't let the door slam you on the way out. Bye, Felicia. Still coming. It's still good.
Bye,
from
Felicia.
From the movie Friday, Hank. It's
okay.
It's not for you.
All right. Okay.
Oh, don't let me keep you. That's a good one, Donald.
That's a good one.
That's an Irish way of saying goodbye.
Right. But the Irish just slip away.
Yeah, right.
We don't say goodbye. We just disappear.
Right. Bugger off. Go suck on a rope. Okay.
But that's not nice.
Thank you, Amanda. I've never heard that one used. Kindly go forth and bleepeth thyself. Thank you, Jason. Be gone, knave. Make like a tree and leave. Cute. Take a long walk off a short
cliff.
pier.
That's an old one.
Yeah. Here's your hat. What's your hurry? Cute. Janet says, if you don't leave, you can't come back. I like that.
That's a good one.
Right?
That's a good one.
That's what you tell little kids.
Yeah.
You don't leave, you can't come
You can't
back.
come back, right? And you can come back real soon.
I know. Bye, Daryl. Go pound sand. Kick rocks. Oh, these are some really good ones. So if you've got some good ones, let me let you go.
Yeah.
Let me let you go.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Really, I'm going to let you go now. Thanks so much for coming. I should have said that to the lady at the market on Sunday who was yelling at me.
Oh, you
Yeah,
put
let me get you go. Let me let you go.
you put Cliff on that job, so you're good. Right on top of that rose is what I always like to say, right?
Right.
From our friends of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Best way to say you're busy without saying you're busy.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
One of the best movies of all times.
Yeah.
It was a young Christina Applegate.
Yes.
And if you've not seen it, I definitely suggest you do so.
Mhm.
And if you're wondering, oh, I've heard that before and never knew where it came from, you're welcome. It's used often and we appreciate it. So feel free to chime in on inventive ways to get lost. Also, RTB shared with me this week the producer, the writer, the man who put himself for a 30-day journey of eating McDonald's has passed away.
Gee, I wonder why.
Cancer. 53.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
I know. I forgot to write down his name, but the Super Size Me guy is dead.
Oh, okay.
It was
too
in the
bad.
news today that people are eating less of it. Also, they're down 12%, so they're
Right.
only getting $2 billion a
Right.
year.
Well, you know what? You go to a McDonald's or any of the fast food places and you order like I'll be with Marianne and a couple of burgers and fries and it's like, are you kidding me? I mean,
$20.
$20, $25.
The meal that used to be $4.
Right.
And made
It's
of real
like-
food.
What?
Here is your plastic parts.
We could have
$20.
gone over to the Common and sat down at Bobby Burns and spent less.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not asking them for a sponsorship.
I don't
so.
care. Oh, I'm sorry. We love Bobby Burns. Did you know Mari met Bobby Burns?
I love him. The man is fabulous.
Mari, years ago when we first moved down here, she worked for her dad's restaurant for years. So plugging in to a restaurant was
Shout
an
out
easy
to
thing
our
for
old
her to
out of
do.
our old friends who we seemingly have a lot of here on the Cape.
Right.
Jeremiah's.
When we get here, she plugged in there, and she's there one morning setting up, and there's this older gentleman, sitting at the bar having coffee and something, and she doesn't know who he is, so she just kind of walks over and she says, "Hi, can I help you?" And he says, "No, I'm Bobby Burns." And Mari said, "Bobby Burns?"
Right.
He said, "Yeah, I exist.
I'm an actual human.
I'm an actual human. I saw him walking the other day at Mashpee Commons.
Yeah.
He lives in one of the
90 years old. This man's fabulous.
Yeah, he lives in one of those newer apartments in Mashpee Commons, and he was walking around. What a cool dude, though.
Yeah. His son comes and supports the Seaside Le Mans every year. And Bobby used to come into the studio to record his commercials.
He had the greatest voice.
And everything is like a sonnet. The way he speaks, the way it is. This
Yes.
is how he would deliver anything. It always sounds
And what was
like
the tagline? He was just some sort of Irish phrase.
something slancha at the
Something
very end.
slancha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved the way that he talks because it really does sound like he's reading you a Robert Frost something or other.
Yes, yes. And if you go into the restaurant in Mashpee, if you haven't been, there's all kinds of quotes from the great authors of our world up on the wall. It's really cool.
Morgan Spurlock, that was the Super Size Me guy. Thank you very much, RTB. Yeah. Definitely, if you've not seen that one, it's a good one.
What do we do without
It's an oldie and a
RTB
goodie.
to fill in the blanks for us?
He is a spreadsheet of useless knowledge, and I appreciate it. It's not so useless when you need it. So he's there for us.
We have the cat here. Maybe we should have RTB sitting right there every week, and the cat can just ignore us, and RTB can kind of fill in the blanks, hold up cards, tell us what to say, all that stuff.
Actually, I appreciate that. I do. Not everybody does, but I do.
No, but it sounds like she doesn't want you here, RTB.
Oh, I absolutely love him.
Sitting. I do too. He's a great guy. Oh my gosh. He is. He really is a great guy.
So celebrity news, apparently Matt Damon is blaming Ben Affleck. I guess today we're going to hear that they're divorced. I don't know why we need to hear this news because he bought himself a $20 million mansion. And everyone, Ben did.
Oh.
He's got a new bachelor pad for $20 million.
And when does the new girl come along?
But Matt Damon was like, oh, it's totally Ben Affleck's fault. He is absolutely the problem. He is a disaster.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's something to be said when your best friend of life is being like, dude, you're a saboteur. You are the problem.
I mean, when you look at the two women he was
And Matt
married
doesn't
to,
even like Jennifer Lopez. He's
I know.
just thrown that out there too.
when you look at the two women he's married to, Jennifer Garner, who seems like an 100% sweetheart,
Yeah.
he screwed that up,
Yeah.
and he screwed up J-Lo twice. What's wrong with you? Well, J-Lo's a handful. We understand that.
The grass is greener, I think, for him, or he's just got his own demons that he's wrestling with, whatever they are.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's his addiction. Maybe it's whatever it is that he's got going on. Maybe he's just a raging narcissist and needs to be by himself because he's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He just can't be happy.
His brother, seemingly Casey, got it together.
Yes.
And his mom lives in Truro. Hi, guys. What's going on with your son? Can you fix things, please? Thank you.
Give him a call.
Or call us and tell us what's going on.
Right. And we'll keep it quiet.
She's
really.
not bothering us from Truro. She's definitely not. So we saw that where they've got all this going on. And I'm sure he wished he could just sink into a dune at this point. Right. But we've got Josh Hartnett, who actually did. He was out there just saying, hey, you know, I left Hollywood. I felt really weird. He said it was an unhealthy relationship with people knowing too much about me and being involved in me. And I didn't like the way it made me feel. So I just left.
Good for him.
I like that.
Right.
You know, this isn't working for me. I'm just going to leave. He didn't make a to-do about it. He didn't make a post about it. He didn't call all the media saying, I'm going to quit everything.
Yeah. And if you have a job for me, call me. I'll come back.
Right.
You know, I'll sleep on somebody's couch.
But I'm not just going to live like this. Yeah. And I mean, I love that's a figurative couch because that's not how they do it in Hollywood.
Oh, no. He'll have a 20-room mansion, but
Mari says maybe he's just a jerk.
So what do you really think, Mari?
Oh, Mari, I have news for you. A little bit of bad news. Rod Stewart says that his days are numbered. He's about to have his 80th birthday. I think he just said his days are numbered as far as touring goes.
Well, let's hope so, because I don't want to be around if anything happens to Rod Stewart.
Oh, boy.
That may be worse than if something happens to me.
It's Mari's man. 80 years old. I think he still has young children, though.
Oh, he's got. The thing about Rod Stewart is he has several ex-wives, but they all get together at the holidays. I mean, all the ex-wives, all the kids from all the ex-wives, and they all have apparently just a jolly good time.
Well, he's done it right. He's keeping them on the payroll. So
that's right. Yeah, that helps.
Listen, monkeys, dance, dance, dance. And if you want this money, you're come to Christmas. And then they do.
And that's why he keeps working.
And everybody's happy.
He has to keep paying everybody off.
That's it.
Yep.
He's going to have to think of some new material because if you think I'm sexy, it's got to be a little geriatric at this point.
Well,
I don't know. He still rocks it.
Mari, do you still think he's sexy? This is a really stupid question.
Mari says, I read that, but he said that he might have 15 years. Still time for me to meet him. If that's your dream, Mari, we're going to make that happen.
Still time for you to meet him. What about me?
She just wants to meet him. She's not talking about hall passes or anything.
Okay.
Listen, she's got Kenny Rogers.
I know.
What does she need with
Rod Stewart?
We have got so many wonderful things happening here at Lemonadio. And if you're looking for something to do, look no further than eventsoncape.com. It's our full listing of stuff. And we'll be at Cape Cod Winery this Wednesday. So you can enjoy Robin. She'll be out there. A little bit of music bingo, a little bit of trivia, and the gorgeous winery settings. It's such a great place to spread out and just enjoy. So if you got a big party and Wednesday is your day right there, 4 to 6, you can stop on by and hang out at the winery. A nice little afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be out over at Sandwich Taverna. And then Tobias, our new guy, is going to be over at Quahog Republic, which is in New Bedford. Beautiful on the waterfront. If you're looking for something different, you're bored, you're off Cape, go to New Bedford. Yep. Lots to do. That Whaling Museum is actually really cool.
Yes, it is. I haven't been there in years, but it is. Yeah.
They've revitalized that downtown area. It's hopping.
Yep.
So definitely pay for parking, put your car somewhere safe, and just walk around. You'll enjoy it. But eventsoncape.com if you're looking for stuff on Cape to do proper. Once again, our group has grown to over 6,000 people. If you've got something you want to share with us, we would love to. I know Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else is doing very well.
Do very well, up over 6,000. Great place to post your food porn and to swap recipes. No politics.
None.
No politics.
Recipes, yes.
Yes. So when you go to the farmer's market and you come home with all this stuff, join Cape Cod Dining at Home everywhere, wherever, someplace else.
You'll find it.
You'll find it and say, I just bought some X. at the Farmers and Artisans Market. What can I do with it? You'll get all kinds of suggestions. Trust me. Great folks on the page.
Delicious food to be had at the Mashpee Farmers Market this week. Bodie is going to be joining us. It is National Farmers Market Week starting this Sunday.
Yes, and we're unveiling not a new voice, but one of our old voices here on Lemonadio. You've only heard him overnight, but he's joining us on Sunday morning from 11 to 1 during the farmers market.
Yay.
Michael's moving into the daylight as opposed to the darkness. So look for that.
New music, new shows, new hosts. And if you're missing something that we're not doing for you, please let us know. All you can do is send us an email, Stephanie@StephanieViva.com, Hank@lemonadio.com. Yep. Send us an email of stuff that you would love to hear. Maybe a area that you would like represented, maybe something else. We're working on programming, and we promise we'll get it together at least by September.
Right. And Classic Blues is going to start one of these Saturday nights too.
Yeah, I was hoping for this Saturday, but it's probably going to be next. We'll get it together.
That's okay. We'll get there.
This is how our summer has been. One more day of July, everybody. We've got this. Have a great day.
See you later, boys and girls.
Like and follow us. Subscribe to this show so you never miss a moment of it. We love having you. Thank you. Are you going to sing us out, Kenny Rogers?
Through the years when everything was blah, 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 blah.
I was hoping on a warm summer evening.